The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources remind families of what you can and can't recycle over the holidays. On the can't list, holiday lights, wrapping paper, batteries, and tissue paper. Those items could cause issues at recycling facilities, start fires, or hurt workers. The DNR also says it accepts magazines, glass bottles, and office paper.
You'll want to flatten cardboard boxes, remove air pillows, packing paper, or styrofoam, and break down the box. Plain packing paper can be recycled, however, styrofoam belongs in the trash. Air pillows and bubble wrap can be recycled as well if the air is mostly removed.